Sunshines. Today I would like to start the new book with you. It is The Secret Garden by Francis Bonnet. I'm sure there's magic in everything. Chapter 1. There is no one left. When Mary Lennox was sent to Mrs. White Manor to live with your uncle, everybody said she was the most disagreeable looking child ever seen. It was true too. She had a little thin face and a little thin body, thin light hair, and a sour expression. Your hair was yellow and your face was yellow because she had been born in India and had always been ill in one way or another. Your father had held a position under the English government and had always been busy and ill himself, and your mother had been a great beauty who cared only to go to parties and amuse yourself with the gay people. She had not wanted a little girl at all, and when Mary was born, she handed her over to the care of Aya, who was made to understand that if she wished to please the Mem Sahib, she must keep the child out of sight as much as possible. So when she was a sickly, fretful, ugly little baby, she was kept out of the way, and when she became a sickly, fretful, toddling thing, she was kept out of the way also. She never remembered seeing familiarly anything but the dark faces of your Aya and the other native servants, and as they always obeyed her and gave her her own way in everything, because the Mem Sahib would be angry if she was disturbed by her crying. By the time she was 6 years old, she was as tyrannical and selfish a little pig as ever lived. The young English governess who came to teach her to read and write disliked her so much that she gave up her place in 3 months, and when other governesses came to try to fill it, they always went away in a shorter time than the first one. So if Mary had not chosen to really want to know how to read books, she would never have learned her letters at all. On a frightfully hot morning, when she was about 9 years old, she wakened feeling very cross. She became crosser still when she saw that the servant who stood by her bedside was not her Aya. "Why did you come?" she said to the strange woman. "I will not let you stay. Send my Aya to me." The woman looked frightened, but she only stammered that the Aya could not come, and when Mary threw her into a passion and beat and kicked her, she looked only more frightened and repeated that it was not possible for the Aya to come to Mrs. Sahib. There was something mysterious in the air that morning. Nothing was done in its regular order, and several of the native servants seemed missing, while those whom Mary saw slunk or hurried about with high and scared faces. But no one would tell her anything, and your Aya did not come. She was actually left alone as the morning went on, and at the last she wandered out into the garden and began to play by herself under a tree near the veranda. She pretended that she was making a flower bed, and she stuck big scarlet hibiscus blossoms into little heaps of earth, all the time growing more and more angry and muttering to herself the things she would say and the names she would call society when she returned. "Pig, pig, daughter of pigs," she said, because to call a native a pig is the worst insult of all. She was grinding her teeth and saying this over and over again when she heard her mother come out on the veranda with someone Mary said they were full of lace. Loading. They looked fuller of lace than ever this morning, but her eyes were not Loudon at all. They were large and scared, and lifted imploringly to the fair boy officer's face. "It is so very bad." "Oh, is it?" Mary heard her say. "Awfully," the young man answered in a tumbling voice. "Awfully, Mrs. Lennox. You ought to have gone to the hills 2 weeks ago." The Mem Sahib wrung her hands. "Oh, and no way out," she cried. "I only stayed to go to that silly dinner party. What a fool I was!" At that very moment, such a loud sound of wailing broke out from the servants' quarters that she clutched the young man's arm, and Mary stood shivering from head to foot. The wailing grew wilder and wilder. "What is it? What is it?" Mrs. Lennox gasped. "Someone has died," answered the boy officer. "You did not say it had broken out among your servants." "I did not know," the Mem Sahib cried. Come with me," and she turned and ran into the house. After the deppling things happened, and the mysteriousness of the morning was explained to Mary, the cholera had broken out in its most fatal form, and people were dying like flies. The ayah had been taken ill in the night, and it was because she had just died that the servants had wailed in the huts. Before the next day, 30 servants were died, and others had run away in terror. There was panic on every side, and dying people in all the bungalows. During the conclusion and bewilderment of the second day, Mary hid herself in the nursery and was forgotten by everyone. Nobody thought of her, nobody wanted her, and strange things happened of which she knew nothing. Mary alternately cried and slept through the hours. She only knew that people were ill, and that she heard mysterious and frightening sounds. Once she cried